Hello, welcome back. This week I really want to talk to you about grounding. I think that grounding is just absolutely imperative if you want to pursue any sort of spiritual practice, and it's also such an effective tool in managing anxiety, even just feeling overwhelmed or feeling a bit disconnected from yourself, feeling a little bit maybe not centered, maybe a little bit untethered. I often feel that way. I think part of my soul journey is to live the human experience. So I think it's really important to ground yourself if you're like me, if you're anxious, or just in general. It just puts you in a really good place to, well, I don't know, if you want to do a ritual, if you want to do a tarot reading, or if you want to do a shamanic journey. It's just a good practice to get into, just to do all the time. I do it on the tram to work. I do it, when I'm driving. I do it when I'm at work. I do it when I'm at home. I do it before going to bed. I do it when I'm in the bathtub trying to relax during a nice bath. All the time. You can do it all the time. My favorite technique personally is to draw my awareness into my body. I think a lot, so usually my awareness is in my head. I'm thinking spiritual thoughts, in which case I'm not connected to my body at all half the time. The rest of the time I'm so busy just thinking about day-to-day stuff, a lot of the time just useless stuff. So my brain's active, but my body gets forgotten a little bit. So I find it really great to just bring your focus of awareness and your energy back into yourself, back into your core. For me, I picture this in my chest, maybe just a little bit above my tummy. To me, that signifies being in my body. For you, it may be somewhere else. You might like to wriggle your toes or wriggle your fingers, or maybe pat yourself. I don't know, whatever you need to do to feel like you're in your body. And then I imagine all my energy gathers together, and then I consciously send it down, and I send it down through my body. You can choose to send it down either through your feet. I choose to send it down through the base of my spine, which is really easy to visualize when you're sitting, but a little bit trickier if you're lying down, for instance. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But then imagine that energy traveling down through your body, down through the floor, down through the foundations of the building. Even if you're up on a plane, I've done this on a plane before, you can just keep pushing it down, 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 until you hit the ground, the earth, and then imagine it traveling through the earth and down into the depths of the earth. Whatever helps you visualize that. I visualize it as just going down through the earth, not too deep, and then like tree roots just spreading out and anchoring yourself in. So I feel like I'm a tree putting roots into the earth. And then I just relax and let all of my excess energy flow down through me. So if I'm feeling particularly anxious, I see that as like an excess of energy within myself, because my baseline is generally pretty calm. Generally. So when I'm feeling anxious, I feel like I've got all this extra energy and I need to just put it somewhere. So I ground myself and I, breathe in the energy of the earth, which to me feels like a really, not heavy, but like I guess we'll use heavy for lack of a better word, kind of energy. Kind of imagine that you're smelling the earth, and imagine that it's kind of like slightly like moist and earthy and just beautiful soil. So push that, breathe that in, and then breathe out all of your excess energy. So send it down by that energetic cord that you've created, through the roots that you've set out, and just let all that extra energy flow through that and out your roots and into the earth. You might pause and think, oh gosh, I don't want to, poison the earth with my crappy anxiety energy, anxious energy, but it's not. There's no like bad energy. Energy is energy, and the earth will take the energy that you send off, which for you is excess and it's getting you all worked up. But for the earth, she will create from that energy. So you're just giving it back, and she'll make some flowers from it. you know, that's what I like to picture, that she'll just grow some grass or make some flowers out of it. So it's no biggie. So I find that a great way to center myself. The more you practice, the faster and easier it will get. I hope I've explained it okay, but that's my favorite technique. The techniques you can do is you can take your shoes off and go stand on the sand, or particularly in the ocean, with just, even, you don't even have to go in deep, just getting your feet wet. I just find water an amazing cleanser. But just anywhere where your soles of your feet just connect to the ground, and just visualize that connection. Feed your excess energy into the earth. Breathe in her calm, solid, earthy, grounding energy, and just chill out like that for a little while. I think there's, you know, science coming out to say it balances our electrons, or I don't know science, but it just feels good. You know, sometimes I like to sit down and put my palms on the earth and breathe in that energy. I find that really cool. And then my other technique that I like to do is, and this is almost meditative, maybe not so much grounding, maybe it's more meditative, I don't know. But I love to collect seashells. So going down to the ocean and just looking for seashells. And it's impossible to be anxious or upset while you're looking for seashells, because you get into this sort of, I don't know, like the zone where you're, you know, going through the sand and looking for cool ones. And I've got, actually, I don't know if you can see, I've got little funky ones that I found. So yeah, I'm obsessed with collecting seashells, but that's a really great meditation if you're feeling quite anxious and you're feeling a bit scattered. That's a good way to sort of focus your energy and reel it back in a little bit. So I guess that sort of summarizes my favorite grounding techniques that I like to do. There's heaps of other ones, heaps and heaps, so just find whatever works for you. Yeah, I mean, I just thought of another one. You can go and sit at the base of a tree and just lean back against the tree and feel its energy, and just connect your energy with its roots and with its branches, and just feel that tree. That's a really nice grounding experience as well. I really like doing that too. And I swear trees have personalities and energies. They're just amazing. So yeah, find a tree that you like the vibe of and just hug it for a little while, sit at the base, let it calm you. But yeah, I hope that helps. Let me know what your favorite grounding techniques are, whether anything that I've mentioned here has helped you. I'd love to know that. But yeah, thank you. I want you to promise me that you'll practice a grounding technique in the week to come, and let me know how you go. I look forward to hearing about it. Bye.